It's SVPod. Stanford Steve is here. Red is here. Summertime season. It's summer content season. We've reached the dead zone.
Something's not here.
No trophy.
Nope.
Great news for Scottie Scheffler. It was kind of a parlay for him. He wins the Claret Jug, and I didn't win a trophy, which means I don't continue to heckle the world's number one golfer about the one trophy he doesn't have, but I don't have it either.
No.
Did not defend.
Hard fought.
Just didn't play well. Played on Thursday in a heat advisory, and I'm old. I think that set me back. Just didn't putt well Friday.
Hey.
In a par 3 one-man scramble, I'm just going to say you can't afford to bogey. I can't recall the last time I had a bogey in this format. I had not one, not two, 3 bogeys. 3. Bounce back stat, I believe I'm number 1. I birdie the next hole every time. But no one gives a shit. I didn't win. Congrats to Chuck Castle, who was the big winner at Royal Midway, a.k.a. Dingle.
Can I just start right there, though?
Of course.
You said you didn't putt well.
I did not.
Imagine shooting double digits under in a major and just not even sniffing.
That's where we are with Scottie at the moment.
It's unbelievable.
The Tiger comparisons, I think I've said it probably the same way forever. That they're unfair to the player that is being compared to Tiger, and they're unfair to Tiger because he existed in his own lane. Here's a point. Scottie has now won 10 consecutive tournaments that he has had a 54-hole lead, which is pretty incredible because that's not the way golf goes. It's hard to carry the lead throughout. There's almost a benefit to trailing in that final 18. It's weird. It's a bit like NASCAR. You draft off the car in front of you somehow. 10 straight is a lot. Tiger Woods, at the peak of his powers, won 36 consecutive times when he had a 54-hole lead. 36. It's not possible. So Scottie would need to do this 3 times more and then half again more than that plus 1, then he's there.
I believe he ended up 42-2 with a Sunday lead.
Sounds about right. I remember I was at the Golf Channel. He lost to a guy named Ed Fiore, rest his soul. He just recently passed away at the Quad Cities. I don't know if Tiger ever went back to Davenport, Moline again.
Did you?
I was there to interview Jordan Spieth. Never covered that event.
Okay.
Not yet. Never know. But Fiore got him in like 96, and then I think he didn't lose again until like Yang,
right?
In Minneapolis. And when that happened, that was just, it was so impossible to connect the dots that like, wait, what is this?
It was unreal.
Who's this guy? And so I'm interested in the way it's viewed. I mean, I see some people, it's boring. He's boring. What do you want? Do you get excellence on this level? Spit bubble on the mic.
Right, that happens.
You get excellence at this level that minimizes the excitement because he's so much better than the field, and then you're bored. Well, that's tough shit.
Monster excellence. It's amazing because then I'm watching all the post stuff, and it's like Golf Channel guys. They go right to, well, how close can you get? And I'm like, and then our guy Rich Lerner's like, let's just say he wins 1 a year he's 29 years old.
Correct.
He gets to 35. That would give him 11, right? Or 10. And it's just like, I don't want to do that math. I want to sit and talk about what I just watched because he's obviously doing things that no one else has done because everyone else is farther down the leaderboard.
Correct.
And it's Thursday. Like you always say, and I never realized till you put it, but you're like, you could be great Thursday.
Yep.
You could, learn some things on Thursday and be great Friday. But you got to be, and then you add on the thing of having a lead on Sunday, which everybody's like, "Oh, I got the lead; he's never gonna lose." And then that goes right to Tiger. But I'm like, Take Tiger out. Just watch. Like, you don't like watching greatness?
I do.
And I do too. I can't get enough of it.
I just see people, it's boring. Well, that's how great he is.
Yes.
That he makes it boring for everybody else. There are thousands of players in the world capable of being an FRL. Shout to Gordo, double hammer.
Wham.
Thousands that could be an FRL, which is a guy that can go out and shoot 60-0. Divide it in half by Friday, divide it in half again, and then Sunday you divide it in half maybe twice because it's a whole different deal. And then it's a major, and then you divide it in half again because it helps frame what J.J. Spawn did at Oakmont in retrospect. You go, damn, that dude started with 40 and bogeyed a bunch of holes. He was toast. Then he stayed in the fight and friggin' won. He's the outlier this year. I mean, Rory, Scottie, and then Spawn is a life-changing moment winning that. But to do what Scottie is doing, I understand why the Golf Channel did what they did after. We did it with Tiger.
Yeah.
And this isn't, I'm not casting aspersions at Lerner's my boy forever, and I love that show. I just don't like that talking point because it goes from 0 to 100. It's like starting the 3 chapters in a book and then flipping to the end. Let's read the book.
We did the same thing with the Thunder. They just want to talk. How many are they going to win? How many is this core going to? I'm like, can't we just talk about one of the greatest regular season or put together seasons by a team and also a player?
Steve, we can't do that.
But here's the other thing.
What's his legacy?
I think the problem with golf is, as a average golf fan or a newcomer that's watching it, great golf is boring. Because it's like, all right, he's going to put it there, and then he's going to put it there, and then he's going to put it in.
The thing about links golf is that there's enough variables, weather, just the topography of the land.
Hey, now.
High-level word for you. Just the lay of the land. Scottie got up and down from a bunch of different spots that were, I thought, pretty entertaining. It's a shame from the perspective of the storylines on Sunday being boring, wouldn't have been if DeChambeau didn't end up in the worst of the weather and have a miserable Thursday, because he was insane. The lowest final 54s in the 3 rounds, 54 holes in the history of the Open Championship, and that's the major with the longest history, 153 this was. Last 54 holes, DeChambeau was incredible. Deserves credit.
And he got top 10?
He did, but just barely.
Yeah. I'm like, he had to do that.
He was tied second at the point that he put that number up, but it was
78.
obvious. But it was obvious from the weather that guys were going to continue to ascend. I thought I was watching just because I was rooting for Gordo, and Scheffler had Scheffler. I just took Xander. I took Scheffler and Schauffele and made him a human. That'd be a tough team to beat. Xander, sorry, he missed 6 putts by an inch.
And
it was incredible.
Miss. Like I that's the thing with golf not playing is I was like, he didn't miss that. He's short, or he's right by an inch.
He was dead in the jar, in the heart of it, in the jar, whatever you want to say, a million times. Just couldn't make him. You could see the frustration. By the time he got to 18, he was just like, all right.
Yeah.
And I thought the comments from the guys that were nearest him, Scottie, just like you see his name and it just sucks.
Yeah.
And that's Tiger too, because when you saw his name, it was just this inevitable feeling. Rory used the word. He's inevitable. So that's the lens of Scottie. And given that a week ago this time we were talking about Scottie's comments that, look, this isn't, I love it, but I get 2 minutes to be happy. And then, of course, by the time he met with the media after winning, they're like, well, it's been longer than 2 minutes. Like, are we on to dinner? And he laughed. He's like, I hope people listen to all that I said. That's not how it works, Scottie. People just chop it up.
5 minutes is too long.
No, I think people actually did listen to what he said. And the way he framed it was interesting, that it's a guy that stands atop the mountain, appreciates the view, but it's not the view that fulfills his soul. This is a faith-based guy. I've said this a number of times. You can lead a purpose-driven life, but that doesn't mean that you need to be meek or not a ferocious competitor, because he's both those things simultaneously, which I think can be aspirational, that you can keep your goals and what matters most right there side by side. You don't have to throw one away for the other. He doesn't. How many? Who the hell knows? I mean, his birthday next year is at Shinnecock, where if he wins that, he'll have the slam on his 30th birthday.
And then the number of days was identical, 1,197.
I don't know who found that. I don't know if it was the NBC research, Golf Channel.
Somebody that was bored.
Jay Ray, whatever, whoever it was. That's one of those things that happens in sports. You just shake your head. The exact same number of days from the first major one till the fourth major one. And Scottie poo-poos the comparisons, but they're not unreasonable. They're not unreasonable. He's similar in his ability to close leads. He's similar to be a boa constrictor and squeeze the life and excitement out of final rounds. And he's, similar that he's stacking majors at an incredibly rapid clip.
One of the best things in sports, Scott, I'm fascinated with is these people and teams and leaders that are always on top. Coaches, it comes around a lot. And we were super successful in high school, and you're always at the top, and everybody's coming for you.
Chargers, Valley.
And the coach's job is to let you know they're coming. You're going to, it's explain to you, you're going to get everybody's best shot. You see it across the board in every sport, individual or team.
You're the target.
Correct. But how do you there's plenty of guys on the team who are like, yeah, that's all right, though. I just watched the film. Like, we're better than this team. It's not, and that's the nuance of sport, right? But how creative can you get in staying motivated to really believe that? Because I truly believe that's what people want is how is Scottie, what's going through his head where it's basically, fuck these guys. I'm him. I'm the guy. And they're coming to get me. So here it is.
You have to be a sociopath in a way.
And
where you the most successful people I know are the most consistent. The ability to wake up and do the same thing yesterday. I mean, it's the same thing today that you did yesterday, even though you've mastered it. Like, do I need to go hit these balls? No, I'm good. I just showed it to the world at Portrush. Do I need to work today? Nope. I'm gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. The ability to be that stubbornly consistent and just be greedy with your greatness, man. Protect it. That's fascinating to me.
The two things, McGinley was great because he kept talking about how at the end, like after FedEx Cup, you don't see or hear from Scottie. Like he called it hibernating. And he's like, just wait, FedEx, he got Ryder Cup this year, obviously. But the other thing, just going back to this staying motivated thing, and I talk with Coach Saban all the time about it, is the process. And when you talk to guys that played for Coach Saban, they would know, like when they're playing, no offense to these schools, but
Arkansas.
No, like a Kennesaw State or the game before.
Sorry, Hawks.
The lower tier, the FCS, maybe week 3 or something. They knew somebody was getting it. That's when the tirades would come and the weekly press conference. They knew it. That was his way. Now, when you go back and look, though, say the week before an LSU game, he's super positive. He wants his guys to believe in what they're doing. But they don't know it when they're in it. They go back and look at it. It's like, oh yeah. We were playing Citadel, and he went off on our defensive front, the whole thing. And then he won't admit to it, but when they do the math and they look at the calendar, it's part of the process. And that's what I love about the creativity and how you do things to stay on top, because it's way, way harder than what Scottie makes it look like, and that's what people have trouble comprehending. Does that make sense?
1,000%, because you can't ask people to comprehend a level of genius and greatness that the rest of us don't have, right? It's like watching somebody do something, like someone that picks up a violin and plays. Like, I don't even know how you can make that make a sound, let alone make it sound like that. Well, that's what he does with golf clubs.
Yeah.
And what Nick told me it was at a function one night where it was down at the Masters, and it was speaking to a room of people, and I'm sure he shared some version of this to lots of different rooms of people. But it's the notion of the process-driven approach as opposed to a results-driven approach, and that he became much more successful. And he told a story about coaching at Michigan State when they went in and beat Ohio State, had no business being on the same field, like a 4-touchdown dog. And he said that week was about process, not result. And that they won, and it was like this epiphany. Like, wow, I wasn't thinking result. I was just thinking just process. Yep. And that helped kind of illuminate an approach that served him throughout his entire run. I think for Scheffler, there's this simplicity of this isn't what motivates me. See, Tiger was the exact opposite. Tiger was fueled by a singular focus, which was, I got to catch Jack. And the reason I hesitate to do anything as it relates to how many is when Tiger was on that clip where he was winning every time he played, he was going to get to 20 some odd.
Oh.
Back injuries, a car accident, personal life issues, a crisis that was well documented, and the subsequent injuries. I mean, that guy's had more surgeries than like Mark Schlereth. You just don't know.
No.
But if Scheffler maintains this hibernation in the offseason, the ability to dive into what he does with this kind of almost I keep calling it sociopath. Like, you got to be nuts to wake up and do the same thing today you did yesterday when you've mastered it. But if he can continue to stay in that lane, then I believe he'll continue to stack them at a rapid pace. But let's just enjoy what it is we're seeing.
Yeah, and the most animated I've seen him being around him, I think, is like when we're talking about the Mavs. Like, he loves the Mavs. And, like, they'll be in the middle of a playoff run, like 2 years ago, when he's going, I don't know what our best five is. And, you know, like.
Oh, he was great. He was a great ball player.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a hooper.
And that's the other thing when you hear guys talk about it, whether it's ping pong, hoops, whatever, it's on. It's on.
With him?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And it's just, he gives you that aw shucks thing. And I just think people get bored by that. And I can't help you with that. I'm here to appreciate him.
I'd say watch something else, but I mean, we're sort of dead zone season.
Speaking of 2000, I'm going to rack your memory here. 2006, I'm up late. I was in Florida Sunday night. Golf Channel re-airs 2006 Open Championship.
Okay.
Tiger's first major after
his pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hoylake.
Yes. Why do they say Hoylake? I thought it's Royal Liverpool.
Hoylake. Either or.
I don't get it. There's a lot of things. But talks about how he comes out, doesn't play well Thursday. 67. Young, no facial hair. Graham McDowell is in the lead. Big Earn comes out, plays awesome. They couldn't get to Tiger. He had it down.
He hit irons all week. He hit like
eagled 18 on Friday or Saturday, and that was like that was just like, oh shit,
yeah,
this sucks because he's here, and he
did that a lot.
To hear you say that he was fueled by that. Tiger talked about how I felt my dad out there, and it was him that was fueling me, and he ended it by saying, I just wish he could have seen one more.
Yeah, and
like right there. 06, you're like, it's still going up.
Sure.
And to the point, how many does he get to? And there wasn't too many after that.
Well, right. That I don't remember what the number was at that point, but it's double digits. I believe. I don't have the kind of ability with my memory the way you do. You're encyclopedic with that, but that was the emotion you saw him release on 18 when he finished. With Steve Williams. I mean, again, two guys that have been without their dads for a long time. You can only imagine imagine compartmentalizing what that is to have to try to do that and be carrying around that kind of baggage emotionally, and then you get to the end and it's like, it's okay, you can let it go now.
But like, and then just going back, like Sunday, Scottie double hits in the bunker, next hole, birdie. And it's like, relax.
That's what, Steve, if you make a bogey, on the first
back.
hole of Dingle, what do you do on 2? Boom, you bury it. No big deal. Stay in the fight. Can't bogey 3 holes in a one-man scramble in a par 3.
Just looking at the names up top, shout out Harris English.
2 seconds this year.
Another guy. You can't get in there. He is as stoic as anything.
I think I was watching that, and I was thinking,
I love him.
What's so wild about him is that dude you see that looks like nothing. Let the Bulldogs let the Bulldogs mess up like a 3rd and 4
or the Jags.
He was in the room.
He was in the draft room, war room. He's the best. Two top 2s, right?
Correct. Second place both times to Scottie. So first in the B flight. That's like Tiger 2. Hell of a tournament. You take Scottie out of the mix. I mean, there's one point where there were like 4 or 5 guys tied at 10 under par on Sunday.
And he got to 11 and couldn't.
Got her up a life-changing 2 weeks over there, goes over, wins Scottish, finishes, wasn't even in the Open, finishes 3rd. Wyndham
Sunge.
And Oklahoma. I mean, they both claim him.
E.
Wyndham had a rough go, obviously, with what happened at Oakmont, well-publicized. He was able to lock in and play well. Haotong Li, that guy was 10 years ago, was like the guy. He kind of goes away for a while. Health issues, whatever. He had a win this year, played great. I love the Open. I love the being able to wake up early and watch it.
Yes.
But when it ends, it's like there is. I mean, I keep calling it dead zone. I'm not knocking baseball. There's plenty of.
Don't knock the 3M.
Go get him,
Fancy.
It's my.
You cover that one back in the day?
Never been.
No.
Did
you have hair in 06? At that time?
Not really.
Soul patch?
I think I did.
Seems
I don't know when the soul patch.
Patch season. Was that just a summer thing?
No, it was a look, buddy. Jack Nicklaus, very, very funny. I'm standing there interviewing him at Memorial, and he's looking up at me, and he's like, "What are you doing with that the hair there?" I said, "Jack, I'm in charge of where hair grows above my neck in one place. Like it grows out of my ears and my nose. It stopped growing on my hair. I got this right here." And he hated it. So did my mom, and but I'm pretty sure it was probably some gal that wanted to have a conversation in a meal that was like, that looks like
or a pint.
Have a pint. And
foam from a Guinness would sit right on it
because it was really long. I don't know what I was doing. I know what I was doing. I was like, this is all I got.
There's that. Start thinking a lot.
But I don't know officially when it went down, when we took it down. But no one cares. Now I feel like it's just the cowherd line years ago. There's 2 seasons in America: football season and waiting for football season.
Mm-hmm.
And camps begin this week.
Yeah.
My baseball team's not good, so I'm having a hard time. There was that moment there where they they dropped the first one of the Mets, which was disgusting because they had a big lead, but then they won a couple, and you're like, here we go. No, it's not happening. Brewers have the best record in baseball.
Yeah, stayed up last night and watched them.
Good for them.
They're gave it to Seattle.
I didn't know that. They won 11 in a row to get to that. I guess it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of teams that are playing good ball, Scott.
Cool.
So
I'm not talking about baseball here.
All right.
Can't do it.
All-Star games, you stay up for the swing off?
I was downstairs playing a season. Can't recruit. Still can't figure the recruiting out. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just can't recruit. But I came up and I rewound it because it was 6-6, and I'm like, what? And then it's a swing off, and then did anyone know what was going on?
No one knew.
Okay.
There was 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, and the announcers like, this game's not going to end in a tie. I'm like, he just said all the pitchers have been used. Like, what's going on here? And I'm like, you got to get to this fast. It could be over in 2 swings. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. What do you mean it's not going to end in a tie? And
did they just make it up on the fly?
So,
I'm kidding.
Roberts made it sound like they did, but they didn't, because he had told, and they showed Alonso in the batting practice cage, and he acted like he just picked his 3 guys. But again, the question was, where are the 2 biggest names? And it goes back to me remembering the game that did end in a tie, and no one was Jeter, Ortiz, A-Rod. The thing was, you play, shower, and get out, get on your jet, so you enjoy the back half of the All-Star break. But
I'll tell you where Ohtani and Judge weren't. They were not at A6 or C8.
Oh no!
Now they're.
I can't. I think about that all the time. I mean, we saw a little bit of it. When
during the All-Star game? I mean, during the finals?
Yeah.
What, the number of PJs lined up in Atlanta?
Can you imagine it for an All-Star game where every guy on the team is going?
I mean, I'm sure there's.
And I'm guessing it's not. They don't have to go from Truist Park, which is as far as you could get from Atlanta Airport. I'm guessing there's
probably a strip out there in Cobb County with a strip where they got a little whatever.
It's got to be something close to Buckhead. I'll just say that.
I would imagine. I mean, you got nothing on Augusta in the springtime. That is the most. That is the highest concentration of citations, G5s, and whatever else in one little section of the tarmac as you'll ever see in the world. But I just back to the point you're making, that the game, as we said, is the closest to the actual sport. But then dudes make their appearance and they split. And so if you do find yourself in a tie game late, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah. Yeah, they know.
And it's fun enough. I mean, sure, Schwarber hitting, that's cool. Enjoyed it. But then, it turns into, again, because it's summer content season, you just, anything there is becomes, this is the content for today. Stephen A. Smith, Washington and Baltimore should do a stadium together. What?
Yeah.
What? Do you understand that those two are oil and water? They're kind of close, but they might as well be different countries. They're going to use the same stadium? What? Neither fan base, neither team, no chance.
No chance.
Less than 0 chance of that happening. They're not in any way related. But there's content. Somebody puts a post up, everyone talks about it, everyone says what I just said, that it wouldn't happen. All right, we got our content. Is the All-Star game finish going to be what they do for regular season games? I shouldn't mock it with a soft voice, serious announcer guy, because they put a fake runner on second.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they do. That's the single dumbest thing in the world. Every single time I have a highlight on SportsCenter and there's a guy in second, I mock it because it's just idiotic.
Ghost runner?
God, it's not even it's a real runner. It's an actual runner. I always say ghost runner, and then I'm like, well, it is a human. But they put him there. It's like starting at the 25 in college football overtime. You start in scoring position. Start at the 50.
Speaking of.
Just no runners. Well, they got to save the bullpen, Scott. You don't understand. Cy Young used to pitch both innings of a doubleheader. How did they do that? Guys threw 900 innings.
Couple greenies.
In the 20s?
Yeah. Couple coffees.
I think guys just drank schnapps for breakfast. Speaking of, what do you got?
No, you talk about the college football game. I mean, we are immersed in it. You're saying problem with recruiting.
I can't recruit.
I do think the nugget that you shared is very valid. When you get the guys to come visit,
switch up.
Hard sell.
Yeah, I got that from a listener sent it to me on Twitter. Said
worked wonders.
When they're on the visit, you don't go throw the house. You go to the hard sell when they're on campus.
I haven't dove into going for the longevity of a contract yet. I'm still trying to go around and
you're a whore.
Play with some teams just to get to know the personnel.
Coach whore.
Spending some time in the SEC, the schedules are unbelievable. We got some Titanic games coming early. Was all engulfed in SEC Media Days last week.
Coach Drink, he's Team Villebrequin, huh?
Oh, yeah. He sent me a picture.
Coach Drink's got the first 6 at home, and they got a relatively manageable schedule.
You
Sneaky.
can't say Missouri's going to have a successful season without mentioning their schedule. And that's what that is.
Well, because look at it.
Yeah, for the SEC, you look at it and you're like, wait, they're in the same
Put Florida's
conference?
schedule and Missouri's schedule
Yep.
side by side. They're not the same.
Right around this time last year, we started talking about Florida.
Yep.
And that was the case. Schedule, let it marinate, see what you got. And what they did last year was exactly what you and I thought they could do. Stay in the fight, and your culture and everything will win out. And they did it. And now what do they get? Probably just as hard a schedule. But they have way more of a foundation, and they didn't, to your point, get rid of their coach and try something new.
Last week when I was screaming about us being in Norfolk and wondering who did we cosmically offend to be dealt these cards, if I'm Napier and all the Gators down there, I'm wondering, what have we done to earn this schedule as a piggyback to last schedule? But to all those Gator fans out there, and I mentioned it, and I'll mention it again, man, I married into it. I had an entire family on that side, all Gators, and they were salty throughout the season. I just kept saying to them, take a deep breath, let this guy do his thing. They got to the end, and it's like, oh, maybe Lagway's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's let him and his coach and their system, let's let it bake. Let's see what they do. It's a hell of a steep hill again to climb.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, did the preseason ranking, are they ranked?
No, it didn't come out yet.
It didn't?
There's
I thought
no
I saw, oh, no, you know what came out? SEC.
Yeah, the media poll.
SEC media poll.
Yeah. And that's what I got
Texas
to,
first.
which is understood.
Yep.
But like the quarterbacks, like go pick your all SEC team. It's really, really hard. Just for there's always three guys that you're like, oh yeah, he'll be first team, second team, third team. This year, it is wide open. And I just want to mention on Napier is I've been a fan forever, going back to I think I met him when he was assistant at Alabama under Nick. And the guy from CBS, Talty, I think he wrote an article about his media days. Are they outaged or something like that?
Outdated?
Yeah, and it gets to the point like we lost a lot of character. Like we lost Jim Harbaugh and Nick Saban in the same year in college football. Like those guys, that's what media day. People wanted those 15 minutes of Harbaugh and Nick.
Yeah, you had Lane and Feinbaum having some fun,
Lane's,
but that's a different deal.
Yeah,
Lane understands the assignment.
Yes.
Red,
my arm.
Red, please don't choose Steve. Please don't choose Steve.
But no, I think it's I think everybody's on like there's this not walking on ice feeling, but like now that everybody got through this NIL thing and it's going to change and everybody's looking at their roster and the guys that have been around know what they need to be successful, right? And I don't think anyone has as strong a feeling anymore because they're not as deep as they used to be. Like I look at Georgia.
Yeah, you can't stockpile dudes and keep them.
And,
I mean, you go ahead.
And that's why I look at, and that's why I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then you have a guy like Napier you talk about a hot seat. That thing was smoking when he sat down to go on SEC Network last year. And you see a face of a guy, he's like, I think we instilled some things here. I feel a hell of a lot better than what I did last year at this point. Like, I'm ready to go now. He got through the fire. Now they still are going uphill. I just love the way he handles himself. He has this nonchalant thing, but he's not a me guy at all. But you go back and look at the people that he's dealt. I mean, quarterbacks alone, how much improvement he has made. And then now he's got a guy like Lagway, and I'm hoping he's 100% and ready to go. I would be super fired up because we always talk about the idea right now is about opportunity. Right? You have opportunity, and all these teams have it. And then you go to an Oklahoma, who brings in. I was most impressed with Mateer just talking because I think he gets it. He's from down there, and now he's
that's
coming.
That's the big thing. That's the biggest part is where he's from, understanding it. Because like up there in the Palouse, hey, Cam Ward did it.
Yeah,
you know. I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm just my God, Minshew did it. Like, but that's like the Palouse, Lubbock. The places like there was reason to coach Leach was sort of in these remote outposts. Is like he thrived in places like that, and so you've told me more than anybody the Palouse, like it's like a different planet.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to go from that into the absolute belly of the beast in the SEC and be a guy at Oklahoma. You need to understand what it is you're stepping into.
Correct.
That's what we wondered last year with Ward. Okay, you can do it, but Incarnate Word, Washington State. Let's see. Ironically enough, we're talking about Florida. His first game's down there in Gainesville, and he's playing like the Matrix. It's like he's beginning to believe. No, we were beginning to believe because we could see what Ward can do. Mateer understanding it, I think, is as big a thing as big a factor as anything to go be the guy at Oklahoma because it's different.
Yep. And I
think he can do it.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yep, I do too.
And I think it 1,000% because of what Ward did. I think Ward doing it, and not that they're the same player, but it's just a reminder that players play. And guys take jumps. That's the biggest thing that's interesting to me about college football, Steve. Like you think about like Lagway. What about like a Reed with A&M? Like we saw what he was, saw glimpses. He's having an entire season in the program. Like guys take giant steps forward. In the NFL, you got a guy, he's the guy. Like Mahomes is going to be Mahomes. Josh is going to be Josh. Lamar is going to be Lamar, etc. Well, in college, guy goes from being one thing to being a completely new and better version of him, particularly when he goes from a school with some weapons to sitting on a war chest. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing that nobody knows right now is who's that guy that's going to go from being one thing to something entirely different.
Yeah. I look, A&M's a great example because I'm just going back and looking now, and they're fascinating to me. 7 offensive linemen returned for their team. Reed went through the fire. Colin Klein, first year as an offensive coordinator in the SEC. You don't think he learned a lot in that first year? Reed leaves the game with the lead in the bowl game against SC, which was an awesome game.
It was I forgot about that.
Auburn, he goes there, leads a crazy comeback, except Auburn goes down the field, gets it to overtime. 4 overtimes, by the way. Comes out of the gates at halftime and outscores LSU 31-6. Like, there's some really upside there. Go ahead.
I got to call it 20-second timeout. You mentioned the Auburn thing, the 4 overtimes. I just need to remind everyone, as dumb a rule as the runner on second base is in extra innings, there's nothing in the world that's dumber than what happens in the 3rd overtime in college football. And it's still the rule. We need to, as a society, there needs to be an uprising among people with common sense to apply this and say, listen, this can't be what we do. But it's still what we're going to do. And as we talk in the middle of July, remember, there's going to be a night in September or October or November, God forbid, in January, in a playoff situation where that's going to happen. And they're going to go, hey, you know how we're going to settle this game? Your 33rd best 2-point play because you've run them all already. All right. Just wanted to bring the mood down into the mud, as you were.
No. So I think that team is fascinating. They go to Notre Dame week 3. We will find out what they have. And the other thing I started thinking about is like we're in the beginning. Big Ten media starts today. And one of my favorite things in the world is now that the Big Ten has what, 18?
18 teams, Steve.
I can't wait to hear how all 18 head coaches just puff their chest that they have the last 2 national champions. That's my favorite thing. Like you got every other school and be like, it's
they should.
Really hard here.
They should.
I forgot I'm talking to Big Ten Scottie.
Titles are titles. They got a couple of them.
Yeah. But it's the week of the game when you play them, you want to rip their head off. But then it's like, this is a 2-time defending champion league that we're in.
Coast to coast. Big footprint. What do we have here? A little preview?
Oh, yeah. The best there is.
Ciencia, Pick 6 previews. Thank you very much. You told me it was coming.
Yep.
This helps me start diving in. Oh, this is good for peepaws like me. You got some color-coded things. We got graphs, things of that nature.
Look at that.
Huh? Neat, easy to digest. I got the dirty terps in here.
They're
probably lower.
Yeah,
I believe they're picked 16th out of 18 in the Big Ten.
And they have, I think, the most favorable Big Ten schedule.
They have as good a schedule as you can have.
See Wisconsin's schedule?
I was looking at Florida's. Florida has a 3-week stretch where I believe it's Miami, LSU, Miami, A&M. That's a fun 3-week stretch. Wisconsin's got a pretty formidable deal. They got to go back to T-Town, a little return trip to Tuscaloosa for the home and home.
Auburn goes at Oklahoma, at A&M, Georgia at home.
Consecutively? Wow. They end with brother versus brother, the South's oldest rivalry.
And that's like October 3rd or something.
Well, at least you're going to know what you are. That'll be good.
Not great timing for a trip to go to Tuscaloosa.
You get Ohio State and Oregon back to back if you're Wisconsin.
Andy North.
These guys don't have a clue. What's Indiana going to be?
Oh, they have a monster game to start the Big Ten
Well, it ain't
season.
early because they said, Virginia, we're not going to play you in the home and home because we're going to need to get that Kennesaw on the schedule. At Oregon?
No.
At
Illinois,
Iowa.
September 20th. I have no idea.
2 years ago, I don't know that we had Illinois, Indiana, September that's probably big noon.
Love it.
And Indiana, they're new to the stage. They're not going to be pissed that they got to play at noon on TV, maybe.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, those two head coaches, watch out for what they'll say anything at Big Ten media day.
Yes, they will. Bielema and Cignetti neither have a whole lot of fear in their makeup. So,
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
here we go.
I want to see Iowa.
Well, yeah, because they maybe have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They maybe have a quarterback, and they won't just punt and play defense. Well, they will punt and play defense. That we know.
It's going to be a shame, too, if they – where's the Penn State? Yeah, Saturday, October 18th, they get Penn State at home. That's got to be a night game at Kinnick.
You'd hope.
I would love to be there.
All right. Just speak it into existence. You're big time.
Corn.
Part of the award-winning college game. Speaking of awards, we're up for an award.
Yeah, just got a alert from our guy, Jack. What do we got here?
The award season.
SVPod is nominated for Best Male Hosted Podcast from the People's Choice Podcast Award.
Whoa.
People's Choice Podcast Award.
All right, the people. Our people.
Our people, speaking of, can go to podcastawards.com to vote.
Do it.
For those watching on the old YouTube, how are you?
QR code?
There's a QR code on the screen. It'll take you right to it. And
do it.
It takes less than a minute.
Less than a minute to help your guys. You're familiar with my awards, right? 0 for 9.
Not many things you could do in less than a minute.
I mean, the jokes write themselves, but just go vote for SVPod.
Can you chug a can of Diet Coke?
No, it's too fizzy.
Yeah, that's the great thing.
You
probably could with that gross Diet Pepsi.
Not gonna. A lot of airports that just they
a lot. How about all?
They're smart. You know what they did? They got the stadium and airport things. There's a lot of stadiums that are that. You can't get a Diet Coke at a stadium or an airport.
I'll plug the Delta Club. Diet Coke.
Can you?
Yeah.
I got the hiccups last week. I don't know when the last time I had the hiccups, but I couldn't make them go away.
Oh, it's very easy.
I know the trick. We all know the trick.
Not drinking water upside down.
No. If you hold your breath and then drink water holding your breath, each successive swallow while holding your breath, it made it go away.
It's way easier.
What do you do?
Spoonful of peanut butter.
Who knew?
Right here. I'm here. I got knowledge.
Obviously. I needed you last week because I hiccuped so much that it hurt. My chest hurt. And then I woke up the next day, first sip of Diet Coke, and that hiccup, and I'm like,
oh, the one, because the longer they go, they hurt.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Tell your kids
Not
when they
as
get
much
them,
as-
that means you're growing.
Not as much as Vegas when I would smoke an entire pack. Peacock Lounge. And then the next day I felt like an elephant sat on my chest because I'm a non-smoker. But it hurt. No one goes to Vegas anymore, by the way. I saw like the people like traffic down, visitors down, because they're like, you know what, Vegas, you guys got greedy.
Oh,
No
they're
more-
charging for parking now?
No more comps.
No.
The old school Vegas is done. They're just
It's
gouging you.
120 degrees.
Well, I don't mind that. You're in the casino.
But think about the hours you used to sit out at the pool.
Houseway.
Hours.
Sure. Just crushing cocktails all day.
Huh.
Rehab. This was the glory days of mayhem. But now they just gouge you on resort fees, and people are like, hey, you know what? We don't have to come there to gamble. So we're not, apparently. I don't know. My days for that are done. But
Get one more trip in.
I mean, I'd enjoy it.
I know what you do.
What do I do?
Sit in the room and say safe.
Safe.
Or hit me.
Yep. Just ask for a marker, sign the name, start it again.
The airline with the A that starts.
Mechanical?
3 flights to the NBA Finals, so that's 6 there and back. Flight to Alabama last week, flight to Florida this weekend. 10 for 10. Delays.
Mechanical delay every time. What are we doing?
No explanation. Nothing.
Button it up. I
So done.
mean, you have a choice as a consumer.
I do, but certain times you gotta fly straight there and not connect.
You might connect and get there quicker.
I know.
If you got mechanical.
Yeah, I never thought that knowledge. Now I am taking it in.
Got a choice as a consumer.
By the way,
Yeah.
Thank you for the Old Bay on the crab cake. That's all you need.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else. You want cocktail sauce? No.
I love cocktail sauce.
Little Old Bay on top.
Woody's is a 1 seed.
It is. Woody's
Dewey Beach.
Woody's and Dewey, number 1 seed. I don't know if you know this. I own the Starboard now. Was there for breakfast the other morning. Put some of the crab seasoning on the breakfast. Had a wonderful time. Thanks to our guy Monty, who used to own it, but I now do.
Yeah.
Had a chair fall in a crack there, hit the deck, broke something. I got emotional distress, and we're lawyered up. So,
Scottie Starboard.
Just gonna slap my face all over everything. I'll let Monty. He can run it still. I need an operator, and he's peerless at it. But I'm gonna own the place after that unfortunate mishap there on the deck.
Dewey's not for everyone.
Especially
if you try running a marathon there. Does that make sense? You can't run a marathon, like a 3-day marathon. Guys,
not when you're elderly.
Yeah. Just stop trying.
It was fun when we finished up the par 3, and there was a group of youngsters that had to be in their 20s, and we had a playoff, and we had a massive group. Shout out to JV and Kels for coming back. Great to have Vegas and Boston back in the building. Some of the, in the case of Kels and OG,
Duke
and the OG. But it's like you got all these old guys, and it's great fun and playoff, and everyone's hooting and hollering. The young guys are like, this is awesome. How long have you guys been doing this? I said, as long as y'all have been alive. And they're like, that's really.
Damn, you guys are old.
We are, but you know what? I hope you're lucky enough to have a core of friends like that you get together and do it. But like by Saturday morning, for me, that's a wrap. Some of the fellas are keeping it going into the wee hours of Sunday a.m.
Some.
Yeah.
We'll be back there this weekend, though.
It's going to be a different experience, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Taking the youngsters?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Put on the gas, but in a different way.
I got
Say
you.
that.
Good. Enjoy that.
Okay.
Want to let the folks know merch is coming. Like really, actually, there's a company. We're going to test out some. Want to just see what it looks like. We got to remind ourselves, what do we got? We got Stand to Fight, Just try. Signed up for 60 for sure. Poop Town, I think you need an emoji. Who's wearing a shirt that has a poop emoji?
Plenty people
that
will.
says Poop
and they'll
Town?
love it.
Poop Town.
Probably not females.
If they know.
We got to put winners on a shirt. Bad beats.
Winners, bad beats. Okay.
How about double hammers? It's back.
Like a hammer.
Hammer
like
emojis.
2 hammers
I'm
emojis. Does it need to say double hammer or is it just 2 hammers?
Ooh.
I think hammers cross. That might be our crest of our show. Our show crest could be hammers, double hammers. Thank God Gordo won a double hammer.
With ease.
So let us know what else we need. There you go, Red. Get it.
Poor ball doesn't have a chance.
We need to be reminded of the things. What are the things? I have a card in the office that I jotted all the things down. I feel like I should just keep it.
Probably find the card.
Just there. I would just go to the office, but I'm not going back for a while.
You been mocking?
A little bit. I got the number 2 pick.
I have the worst.
Bijan, I think.
6. Ugh.
Bijan at 2. Maybe Saquon.
Why? Who's going 1?
Jamar Chase.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
Mock season. Thanks to the gal at the Tyson's Galleria that runs the Vilebrequin store who told us how many people come in. You have an entire new clientele.
We got a promo code.
That's what I'm saying. It's nice. It's nice that you said thanks, but not for nothing. Got a lot of big fellas out there that need the multiple X's. Throw out a code. I mean, we moved merch. I got people going out of the Galleria. Name dropping us. You're welcome, because those ain't cheap.
They have 5X there? I heard that's what my size is in the old.
I think that's what the guy
French
Bethany
shorts.
That's what the guy Bethany told me. Again, he's not an enormous person.
40-34.
Those are fine. He's a big person, but like in French, Stanford Steve translates in French to 5X.
5X. There it is.
Just give us a code.
Get the mocking.
All right, we got mock season.
Are your clubs done now? You're not playing.
I'm. There's a depression that comes afterwards.
Get the recruiting sorted out.
I need to get. I got to play some real golf before summer ends.
Okay.
I get
Those are long days. Real golf.
They are.
You have that time?
I don't know. A lot easier just go hit wedges for 45 minutes. I got that dialed in, but then I didn't have the putting dialed in. So sorry I let you down. For those that put me in the double hammer with Harris English,
I
didn't get it done. We got it. Speaking of golf, got one of my youngsters in golf camp. Got to go pick him up.
Oh yeah,
and he's a golf camper, and the youngest is on the IR. Little dude broke his arm bad, like broke it in half. But if it's going to happen.
How long are we at Hardcast?
We'll find out. Dr. Gabe, going to see him Thursday.
Okay.
It's going to be.
Oh, he's going to have to saw it off, X-ray it, and put a new one back on.
It's going to be a long haul because like it broke and was totally displaced.
They come back stronger.
He's of all of us, he's the best to have it happen to because like he's very stoic about it. But my wife explained like it gotta felt horrible. Like his poor little body was in shutdown mode. He was just sweating like an animal because it's like you're total shock, and like with your elbow, your body can't process how bad this is. I was like, buddy, how bad did it hurt? He's like, I mean, a lot.
And then the old popsicle.
Hey, got an orange popsicle in the ER. I think he was all hopped up on the meds at that point. His eyes were not there. But shout out to any youngsters out there that are in a cast because we're going to be at the beach and he's either not going to be able to go in or we're going to tell him we're going to put a garbage bag on it.
Dr. Gabe's got the waterproof Hardcast.
Well, we're going to need that.
Yeah.
But he said if it was broken this badly, the waterproof's a little, you got to be careful because you can't have it moving around.
Give it a couple weeks.
Well, we're going to be at the beach here shortly, so we're going to, I don't know.
Figure it out.
Garbage bag.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure no sand or water will get in that.
No. Yeah, that's what I think. Sand's more the problem than the.
Oh, that's what we're dealing with here. I don't know. Are we doing more of these?
You tell me. Your name's on it. You're up for the host of the year.
No. It's us.
It's a host. You're
a host. We're the hosts. It's not me. It's us. Team. We exactly. There's no I in team, but there is an M and an E in that motherfucker. Shout out to the late great Kobe Bryant. All right. Anything else? No. It's summer.
Gotta go grocery shopping.
What?
Gotta go grocery shopping. And peel my kids out of your pool right now.
They're welcome to stay as long.
No, don't tell them that. That will be here when you get home for dinner.
It's a full-on pool party is scheduled.
Understood. But the man driving has other things to do. He's in charge.
Should I go out there right now and tell them
don't.
that you can stay as long as you want?
Just tell them they could stay for 10 more minutes.
I'm going to tell them they can stay all day.
And I'm leaving.
And I'm going to watch them. And I'm going to watch the little one's eyes light up and go, come on. Come on. It's a beautiful afternoon. The humidity broke.
Nice.
Come on. Pool party. I got to go pick up my guy. Steve, staying for a pool party. Y'all be good. Send us a promo code. We Move merch.